The Utah Jazz are incredible. They are the 4th seed. If the NBA rules favored Rookie of the Year competitors to not be eligible in their second season, their tenure being a second year in the NBA, it would go to Donovan Mitchell.
Right.
As we've discussed many times on this medium. The Jazz are the 4th seed in April, on the road. After starting out 5-19, they've won 15 of 16. They've lost a lot of players this year. And yet Joe Ingles, it seems, doesn't remember who exactly they lost in the offseason. Take a look.
Do you even feel like before everything you guys went through this season with Gordon leaving, when Gordon left, a lot of people overlooked what this team could do, and maybe that makes this more satisfying today?
I think everyone else overlooked what we could do. We didn't from day one. I think the group that we had from kind of the day we got together knew what we could do. I think we showed early signs of that, and then obviously, like I said, had that rough patch in the middle with injuries, and to get our full team back, be healthy. It's about the group of guys in here. It's not about anyone else.
Who? Never heard. Love it.
See, you in mental facilities.
I think Quinn Snyder is who we also have as well. What he said after the game was pretty cool, but until we show it, so just give me a moment here. You know how you talked about before we came in to do the show? Donovan Mitchell tweeted a GIF throwing shade at Ben Simmons, like, "Oh yeah, if anybody's watched basketball, you're the Rookie of the Year." Nah, bitch, I'm Rookie of the Year. Is how I read it.
I like this.
I like it too, and I like Joe Ingles being like, "Never heard." Love it, love it.
Some guy who doesn't play this season.
Yeah.
No, this is good. Like so, but this is usually discouraged. This kind of banter and back and forth and honesty,
Right.
honestly, because if you could, if you know the mic'd up segments, I've said this before too. The mic'd up segments on NBA, whenever they're doing the ABC Sunday Showcase and all this stuff, and they mic up the coaches and then maybe a player. If every player on the court was mic'd up, and maybe this appeared on HBO or something, and we can hear the cussing, you'd hear and see some terrible things being said.
Yeah, but that's the protection that the league is.
No, I hear you, but my point being, it's discouraged that guys speak their mind to the media openly, and I like it when we see little glimpses of it, and they go, "Really?" Or people don't want to see a guy go, "Of course I'm Rookie of the Year." None of these guys, the rest of these guys are garbage. Basically, the way Ben Simmons said, they said, "Do you see anyone that even catches your attention?" He goes, "No, no one." No, what your coach's PR person tells you to say is, "Oh yeah, you know what? Donovan Mitchell's a great young player. I see what he's done in Utah. You know what? We respect them. Oh, they're great. Oh, but I'd like to think that I have the chance to possibly, hopefully, maybe win the MVP award too, or the Rookie of the Year award too." No, that's not how they actually think. They actually think everyone else sucks. It's just me. That's the way they think. If you're ever gonna get to a high level of athletic competition, especially professional level in sports like this, you know what you have to be? Cocky.
It's so
you
true.
have to be. If there's nice guys, of course, but if you don't have confidence in yourself, overt confidence in yourself, you're not gonna make it. Because
remember when Kyle Kuzma was? It was released by the NBA where he was saying Josh Jackson can't guard me.
Barbecue chicken?
Barbecue chicken. Like, you know how many times he said that, but in like a more extreme, vulgar way, most likely? Many. Very many. Here's what Quinn Snyder had to say after the game as well when the Utah Jazz clinched a playoff spot.
What this group of guys has done as far as being 9 games below 500 and dealing with a lot of adversity and change, and, more than anything, just really proud of not just their effort tonight, because tonight was not an easy game, but over the course of the season, not just the last 2 months, but over the course of the whole season, what these guys did collectively to get better. This is one of the things that we wanted to do, and something that's accomplished, and we're going to move forward. But I don't want to diminish what happened tonight with this group reaching a playoff berth. I think we can feel good about that and still get on to the next.
Great sentiments from the head coach, who if I had a choice aside from Mike D'Antoni, would be Coach of the Year.
I was just gonna bring up Coach of the Year. I mean, he is wearing that season. You see how tired he looks?
If we could pull this up, but just freeze frame on the video with no audio. I feel like Quinn Snyder. Can we fast forward just a little bit so we can really see the right part of his face?
Could use a nap.
Could use a nap. And honestly, it looks like he could use a cigarette. Here we go, perfect. Quinn Snyder, to me, as I was listening to this, it looks like if you were to go to Las Vegas, Nevada, and watch the bass guy in a band at a hotel bar smoke a cigarette and then go and steal your girl.
With a beer in his hand.
Definitely not a beer, with a scotch in his hand.
Street vodka.
YouTube.com/TYT Sports.